Hello guys, my name's Calamity Joe. Welcome back to a new Minecraft YouTube live stream on the Calamity Joe YouTube channel. We're currently in the house and it's raining. We're currently in the Survival Legacy house. It's raining, it's cold, it's damp. It's not actually raining for me in real life. It is overcast though and cold. But, you know, it's always one of those. Anyway, we're right in the stream. I'm just going to put the stream into my Discord server. I'm going to put it into the I'm starting the stream early because hello Quinton, welcome to the stream. I'm starting the stream early because just why not? I'm just going to dump some stuff that I've gathered in here because I shot a YouTube video for Christmas time just now. Because I'm starting shooting Mindmas. I'm starting to shoot Mindmas, which is, I do it every year. I do 25 videos in 25 days at Christmas time. So I'm just about planning Mindmas at the moment. So I've just shot the first episode. Hello Rafson9, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so we had some blocks on us then because I'm starting to shoot the Mindmas stuff. So basically Mindmas is when I do 25 videos in 25 days at Christmas. So I'm starting to shoot it. Why are you playing this early? Because I woke up earlier. Because I woke up earlier. Sometimes I work late and sleep. Sometimes I work late and sleep. I work early, sleep late. If you get what I mean. Sometimes I'll be writing my novel stuff early in the morning when it's quieter, and I'll sleep later. But it happened to be, guys. I stopped writing last night at 2 a.m. and I woke up at 10. So I basically got 8 hours sleep, guys, and yes, I thought I'd stream early. I don't even know when you start your streams. No, normally it's thing. Normally the streams are quite jumpy. Normally I start my streams occasionally between 12 and 3, in the case of Sunday, which Everton was on at 2 o'clock. I didn't start streaming until 4:30, but I can reveal that I don't always start my streams on time because sometimes I forget that I've scheduled a stream, which has happened. No, I just thought I'd change it. Yeah, you said to me that the other day. Yeah, but the last one didn't get that. The last one didn't get that. I just thought I'd do an experiment. You did stick it in my head, yeah, about why did I change stream titles. So I thought I'd do it as an experiment. I thought I'd just do it as an experiment today. Just change the stream title back just to see what happens. That's one thing that I'm very, very guilty of doing, guys. I will experiment with titles. I will experiment. I do very much. Can I see your new skin? Well, it's not my new skin. I've had these skins for years. Well, now there's 16 people watching, but those 16 people, if you get what I mean, those 16 people only watched for about 2 seconds. Those 16 people only watched for about 2 seconds, so really it's only classed as 1 viewer. Now it's classed as 17. Well, when that stream that got 9,000 views, in June, we had 40 people. No, you weren't used in the last room. Oh yeah, the Imperial British officer. Yeah, I changed it yesterday. I changed it to an elephant because it's a little known fact, which you guys will probably know now. Elephants are my favourite animal in the world. I absolutely love elephants. So I thought I'd change it to the elephant skin for a bit. Yeah, I used change skin. I used this one in the last one, Imperial British Soldier. These are my favourite skins. These are the skins I use. These are my. You can think what your favourite skins are. So my favourite skins are obviously Kylo Ren, Snoke, C-3PO, the Dolphin, the Rabbit, Crocodile, Lion. But then we can do anything. We can jump into whatever skin, because we got quite a few. I could literally be, if I wanted to, I could be a king, I could be a black knight, a wizard, a creeper, I could be a squid. Hold on a minute. I'm a squid in the ocean. But it could be anything. I could be a zombie. I could be I could be Explosion Man, whatever that is. We could be anything. It's incredible. I love skins. I like the idea of them. There is no differences. There is no differences. I'm just older. My most viewed video. My most viewed video. I'm just older, probably. There's no differences. I'm just older. So obviously, my most viewed YouTube video, as in long form video, was uploaded in 2019. So I would have been 16, because I wouldn't have been 17 yet. The oldest, my most viewed video, my most viewed YouTube short, my most viewed YouTube shorts was uploaded in January of 2021. YouTube shorts had only literally come out, so that was the time. That was a time period where YouTube shorts could randomly just jump up to 50-60k, which that generally happened with me. I woke up and a video I'd uploaded had 35k, and honestly, I had to get my sister to check the video for me. I had to ask my sister to check the video for me. I said to her, like, are my eyes deceiving me? Yeah, the TNT video. I literally, my most viewed video had 9,000 views at the time. Had 9,000 views. Hello PS4 Club, welcome to the stream. Yeah, my most viewed video had 9,000 views at the time. And when this video suddenly went up to 50k, well, it had 35k when I noticed it. And I said to my sister, like, are my eyes deceiving me, or does this say 35k? And she looked at it and went, yeah, it does say 35k. I'm like, what? And then I haven't had a video do anything like that since. I haven't had a YouTube short take off like that since 2021. Apart from a FIFA clip that seems to get 200 views every 48 hours and has done for a year and a half. That's suddenly gone from having a couple of hundred views to now 30,000. But I'm talking about shorts just taking off overnight. There was a pattern. I noticed a pattern with YouTube shorts back in 2021. If you uploaded a YouTube short in 2021, 2 days after you uploaded it, 2 days after I uploaded a YouTube short in 2021, it always used to take off. In fact, I don't think I'd have ever hit 1,000 subs if I hadn't have been making little YouTube shorts. In fact, I'm convinced. Mr. Beast knew about YouTube Shorts before everyone else, because YouTube Shorts came out in December of 20. YouTube Shorts came out in like December of 2019 of 2020, and Mr. Beast has started uploading short and what is now Shorts content, like vertical videos. Mr. Beast has started uploading vertical videos in like August of that year, so I'm convinced Mr. Beast knew what YouTube would had an insider who was telling him what YouTube were doing, because it's just a bit suspicious that he starts doing that and then 3 months later YouTube Shorts rolls out. Which is quite interesting, really. I will be back one set, that's alright. 46 of you have watched this stream in the first 10 minutes. Right, we're gonna go and make something. I think I want to make something. So that's good because I need a shovel. I want to build something fun, guys. Should we make a little roller coaster? Game name, Minecraft. Right, so we're going to quickly do that. I'm going to quickly... Actually, let's grab an extra one of those. Actually, no, hold on a minute. We're going to want some of those as well. Oh, we don't. Do we not have any powered rails? We're going to need a couple of these as well. Where are you from? I'm from the UK. Welcome to the stream, Harjit. Welcome to the stream. We're just thinking about making a little roller coaster, guys. So I'm going to think about where we're going to build it. I'm going to need some materials. So I've got an idea of what we're going to build. Yeah, I'm from the UK, the United Kingdom. So I'm going to quickly... You have a girlfriend? No. I'll be back in 5 minutes. My dad needs me. That's all right. Anyway, we're just going to think about We're going to build a roller coaster. We're going to build a roller coaster, but I want to build it out of... I want to build it out of something. I want to call it the ore coaster. So, I'm going to want some ores. Ooh, pardon me. So, I want to build. I want it to be like the. I want it to be a quintessential Minecraft roller coaster. So I want to include things that Minecraft is very much. Right, but I come again there. Thank you. That's really kind of you. Thank you for. Thank you, Harjit. Thank you for watching the stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for subscribing, by the way. As it stands, we are aiming to hit 7,000 by the end of. Well, by the end of the year. Right, so I just got to plug my laptop in, guys, because the batteries are looking a little low, and everything has decided to tangle up. So that's the laptop charger. I bought a new laptop. I had to buy a new laptop earlier on in the year. I sub and like you. Oh, thank you. That's really kind of you. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for liking the stream and subscribing. That's really kind of you. We're hoping to hit 7,000 by the end of the year. Hello, Lucky Star 8214. Welcome to the stream. Right, so we're going to build a roller coaster. We're going to build a roller coaster in Minecraft. I just need to go and get some materials so we can actually build it. I've just taken the wrong staircase, so we're going to take a detour this way into here. That's the sound of my switch starting to whistle, which is bizarre. So, we're going to build a roller coaster. And I'm going to need fences. Your behaviour is so good. Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, but that's... I think it's because I'm not a child. If you get what I mean, guys. I think it's because I'm not a child, so I know how someone should react. And the thing is, everyone, I'm gonna choke. Hello, Tyrese. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I'm choking on my own words at the moment, guys. Right. So we're gonna build a roller coaster. I want to build it out of ores, just because I like your stream. Thank you. I want to build it out of ores. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just I've literally just had lunch roughly 20 minutes ago. Actually, guys, I just want to test something a second. I've got a silk touch pickaxe. What looks better? What looks better? Redstone or diamond, or what looks better as like a colour? Redstone or diamond, or redstone or lapis? This will be you. This is the chance for you guys to pick what we're going to build out of for this thing. What looks better, redstone lapis as a combination, or redstone and diamond? Yeah, we're gonna. What does everyone else think? What looks better as a colour palette? Joe got a tiny bit of the coughs. I've just come back from being on holiday, and I had a bit of a cough while I was there. I mean, redstone's going to be part of it either way. But which one looks better? Which design looks better? Lapis and redstone, or redstone and diamond? Because I don't know. Redstone has a nice diamond and redstone. Yeah, what does everyone else think? I think lapis has a nice blue tone to it, but I think diamond also does as well. What do you guys think? It does actually look like police lights. Nina, Nina, Nina. Do do do. We've got one person saying diamond and redstone, so I think we'll go with that then. I'm gonna need some extra redstone. Right. I'm gonna need some extra redstone. So I'm gonna go find a place to build the bugger now. Redstone diamond was my choice. I think it was everyone's choice from what I'm reading in the comments section, yeah. Right, so it's night time, so we're just gonna take a quick pit stop. We're gonna take a quick pit stop. We're going to take a quick pit stop at this bed on the top here. Right, so yeah, I am a little ill, guys. I've been ill for 2 weeks. I got ill a couple of days into my holiday with a cold, so I spent most of my holiday blowing my nose. But it didn't stop me from doing anything. Right now, eat lifesaver bananas. I hate bananas, I've got to be honest. I don't like the taste of them. It's something to do with me, guys. I really don't like the taste of bananas. I don't like the texture of them. I mean, I understand they're a good fruit and good source of like nutrition, but I just can't bring myself to eat one. Yeah, I can't bring myself to eat them just because I don't like. I used to eat them. I used to eat them, but then when as I was like, I don't know, 11, 12, 13, I just realised how horrible the taste sounded. I just realised how horrible the taste was, and I haven't had one since. It's the same as there's certain types of crisps. There's a type of crisps in the UK called onion rings. I haven't eaten a pack of onion rings in over a year. I got ill. I fell ill with an illness last year, guys, which is quite a bad one. And I lost 2 stone. I lost 2 stone from being ill. I haven't had onion rings since. Because I... Sorry, it's just a tickle in my throat. But we're fine. Right, we're fine now. I've only coughed this morning. I choked on something just now. I'm not going to dare you to eat one. No, I had something called onion rings last year, and I fell ill while I was eating them. Not from the crisps, but I was that ill over 2 weeks, guys. I lost 2 stone, which is 12 kg. I lost 12 kg in weight over just for being ill for 2 weeks, which that's a lot, guys. That's a lot of weight. I think I went from 95 to 83 kg, which that's a significant drop. That's almost £30. Yeah, I fell ill last year with gastronitis, which is like a vomiting like diarrhea bug. And over the space of almost almost 12 over 2 weeks, I practically, over the space of roughly 2 weeks, I lost 12 kg. Your ex-niece cousin needed that. What do you mean had that? Actually, let's just sort this out a minute. I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna use this mountain as part of it for a moment. Right, I'm gonna use this mountain as part of this for a second. I'm missing a dirt block. Can't imagine why. She weighed 60 to 65, and I was 50 to 60. But were they younger than you or older than you? So... Right. We're going to want to make this quite high. So, but then I was 16, 17. Hello, Galaxy, welcome to stream. Yeah, but if you get what I mean, Tyree, some people weigh more. Some people do weigh more. It's a natural thing. Sometimes you can be taller than people, and sometimes you can be taller than someone, except they weigh vastly more. There's a guy that me and a friend of mine, we know a person who's like 190 kg and shorter than the both of us. And 190 kg, that's over 400 pounds. Plus 60 to 65 kg is pretty normal. Yeah, that's normal for both male and female. We're going to need a lot of fences, I think. Yeah, we're going to need a lot more fences. Have I lost weight currently? No. No, I haven't. I don't lose weight, guys. My weight stays... I don't lose weight. My weight stays absolutely the same. But then, yet again, I don't seem to gain weight, but I don't seem to lose it either, which is... That's normal. I had to go on I went on a roller... Recently, not currently. Well, no, not recently, no. My weight's practically stayed the same since I was 16. I thought I'd lost weight a couple of months ago. It turns out the weighing scales was broken. But, yeah. Anyway, what was I going to say a minute? I had to get on a roller coaster the other day, guys. Have any of you ever been on a roller coaster have any of you guys ever been on a roller coaster where you've had to be weighed before you got on it? And I found for the first time I found out what my proper weight was. Turns out it was the same. Turns out it was exactly what I thought it was, so good. That's one thing that's something that I've always been nervous about. Yeah, I had to get on I got on this roller coaster, and they have to weigh you, because if you can't get on this roller coaster if you're over 150 kg, because it's like a tree coaster that goes through the woods. So I found out I was 95, so I was just under the minimum. Because this roller coaster, if you can go with another person down it, it's like you can have two people in this roller coaster thing, only if there's another only if the weight doesn't meet. I medically cannot go on a roller coaster. Oh, I wasn't aware that was a possibility. Is that like... I wasn't aware that medically people couldn't do that. I understand on some medical grounds people couldn't do stuff. But I wasn't aware roller coasters was one of them. Epilepsy. Oh yeah. But that's a good thing though as well. That's a good thing that they do that. Literally, I had a guy. Hello, Dyslex. Welcome to the stream. We had a guy who was in my we had a guy that was in my uni, in my college class. I mean, there was a guy in my college class. He had epilepsy, and basically he wasn't taking his medication, and then had a huge seizure. Epileptic. What do they call it now? What do they call it now? Do they still call it epileptic fit, or is that seen as offensive term now? Because that's what they called it then. I need more fences. I was tested for it, but I was tested for it when I was younger, but it just turned out I was bad at spelling. I don't have it. Oh, back in now if you're still... I most likely will be live, because it's only 1 PM for me. I most likely will still be live in an hour, because it's only 1 PM for me. I started streaming early because I wrote really late into the night and then woke up really early, so I've only had about 6 hours sleep, everyone. But I did write one of the best fits. Oh, so they still call it that, Tyrese. I wasn't aware if it was classed as offensive, because I didn't know. Because I left my college class. Yeah, so I wrote a load of I wrote a bit last night, guys. This is one of my favourite things I've ever written. The main character, Agent 1, in the next book, is chasing a serial killer. The main character in my Dawn of Planets story, Agent 1, in the next book, he's chasing a serial killer who he's been asked to try and track down. And he somehow does hunt the guy and catch up to him, and it ends with the two of them having a fight through a shopping centre, through a supermarket. So like it's not just that they're fighting through the supermarket. The main Agent 1 rugby tackles the main character through Agent 1, Rugby tackles the main character through the supermarket window. He throws him into a shopping cart. They fucking punch each other, kick each other. Agent 1 hits the other guy, hits the serial killer with a baguette. The other guy throws a can of beans at him, and it's basically they're having a huge like punch up through a shopping centre, through a supermarket. So of course, as they're fighting, they go through. One of them goes through the So halfway through one of the fight, halfway through. You mean 2 p.m. me? You mean 2 p.m.? Well, yeah. Well, 14. It's 2 p.m. each way. That in the UK, we still use 24-hour clocks because they're kind of more useful on certain points. I think 14. Should I give you a Minecraft quiz? You can give me a Minecraft quiz if you want. So yeah, in this book sequence, guys, there's a huge fight, and one character, the main character, is tossed through the shopping aisle, through the shelf, and he emerges right next to this old lady who's trying to grab stuff off her shopping list. I wrote it, and that's one of the favourite things I've ever written. It reminds me a bit of Jackass, you know, the bot. What was it? Supermarket boxing. What is the name of Hero of the Village? I think Hero of the Village. That's my final answer. The answer's locked in. Hello Apollo, welcome to the stream. 8:19 a.m. for me. So you're in America then. You're roughly 5 hours behind. Maybe 6. My maths is not the best, guys. I practically almost failed maths in school. I only got away with it because I got a J, which is only 2 grades and to get in ungraded. In the UK, U doesn't stand for like the letter U. It stands for ungraded, so they don't even mark it because there's no with a GCSE in the UK, you've got to get a grade. You've got to hit this certain amount of marks. Wow. I think it is. I think it's just 12 hours, Tyrese. I think their comments just come through delayed because 12 hours and 1 minute's too specific to be an actual time zone. Some places are a half because they're in the middle of the time border. What was the missing Minecraft update? The combat updates, because the combat update didn't come out on certain devices, I think. But I have absolutely no idea. But I need to go get some more oak fences, so we need to get more oak fences. So we're gonna see if we got any in the chest, eh? Which we do not. So I'm gonna have to go and get some wood. I wasn't aware of that because I didn't play Minecraft back then. I didn't start playing Minecraft till 2014. Which makes me feel... Yeah, I wouldn't have known that because I didn't play Minecraft till... I didn't start playing Minecraft till... Guys, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to do a duplication glitch here because we need more wood than we might possibly have. So... I'm going to do this, eh? So, there's a duplication, honestly, there's a duplication glitch that you can do with pick block on this version. Now, that didn't help. That didn't help because all that stuff was there. Hold on. What you got to do, that's pick block. Which one's pick block? That, you got to pick block and switch inventory slot at the same time. So doing that, it will give me more wood. This will give us more wood. So we just doubled the amount of wood that we have. Technically, we have used a duplication glitch, and it's technically wrong, but we needed more wood. We needed more wood to make fences for this build. So. So we can make more fences so we can make our roller coaster now. So we'll keep that wood on us. We made quite a few stacks, which is what we were, initially aiming to do. So I'm going to go this way. Guys, you guys have put 200 views on this stream in 30 minutes, which is incredible. I'm going the wrong way. Not me thinking of stupid stuffy word series. What did Minecraft used to be called? I honestly couldn't tell you. Minecraft, that's what it used to be called. Unless they've changed the name. But well, I took inspiration from many things. This word's just old. I've had this word for a long time. Where's me roller coaster? Oh, there it is. It was originally called Cave Game. None, because I don't use it. I don't use other platforms. I have TikTok, guys, but I have TikTok and Instagram, but they're nothing to do with my... They're nothing... I have TikTok and Instagram, but they're nothing to do with Climate of Joe. They're nothing to do with any of this stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't have known that. The whole time I've played Minecraft, it's been called Minecraft. But Cave Game does sort of have a... Cave Game does sort of, have a bit of a ring to it, actually. Yeah, I only use YouTube, guys. I have Instagram and TikTok, but those are more for my filmmaking stuff. Those are more for my filmmaking stuff, so I promote my books more on that than I do. I promote my books more on Instagram, and I promote my books more on Instagram than I do on YouTube. I promote... I can reveal here, guys. I promote my books more on Instagram and TikTok than I do here. It's also partially because a lot of people who watch these streams are younger, and I had someone take offense a couple of weeks ago that I was promoting my book on here, which my novel stuff. I just wanted to do that. What do you call a lady with a bad attitude in a car? Mercedes. Audi, probably. A Karen. Well, I don't get the Karen thing. It used to be, before it was Karen, it used to be Susan. Before it was Karen, it used to be Susan. Before it was Karen, it was terrible. It was sour. I think before it was Karen, it was Sour Susan. Honestly, it was, guys. Before they had this Karen, they would go out and call people Karen. It was sour. It was Sour Susan, which obviously Or Terrible Susan. It honestly, before this Karen craze took off, they used to call people Sour Susans. You're gonna type Calamity Joe with your eyes closed? Blimey. I don't think I could do that, to be honest. I don't even think I could do that because my typing speed is not good because I can only type with one hand. Calamity Joe. What do you call a drunk guy an Uber driver? I have no idea. So, what do you guys think so far? What does it look? It looks alright, doesn't it? It's going to be quite a big... Have you ever been interested in painting or music? Well, I'm interested in music, yeah. Painting, I can paint. Actually, should I put a... I haven't got a... my phone's flat. I can put a painting in. I have got a painting I did on my wall. I painted Mark Hamill's Joker for my art GCSE. I took art as a GCSE, not because I wanted to, because I was forced to, because that's the only thing. So I painted Mark Hamill's Joker. That's the only good painting I've ever done. But then film is an art. I'm an artist. I still am an artist though, because film is an art form. Even book writing is an art form. Yeah, even film writing, even filmmaking, even book writing is an art form. Is a form of art. Hello Pixel King, welcome to the stream. We are currently building a roller coaster. So it's something that I've wanted to build for an equally very long time, guys. So we're going to do this. I just need to find out where we are. And we're building it out of diamonds and redstone because we're just flaunting we're just flaunting our wealth. Right, this is going to be a redstone, isn't it? So redstone, diamond, diamond, redstone, redstone, diamond, diamond, redstone, 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 diamond, redstone, diamond, redstone, diamond, redstone, diamond. Good. Oh, there's another guy for that. Oh, what's the thing I'm thinking of? Roger Deakins, the cinematographer. Roger Deakins, who's the cinematographer for James Bond. Roger Deakins, who still is a British cinematographer. In a video that he did with Studio Binder, he turned around and said, if you want to become the perfect film cinematographer, because obviously cinematographers direct the lighting, direct the scene, where the lighting should be, where the camera should be, and things like that. The cinematographer, Roger Deakins, said in a statement a few years ago, if you want to be the perfect cinematographer, just look at paintings and see how that where the light is. Look at paintings, look at pictures, because one of my old lecturers said this to me. He went, if you look at a picture of someone, if you look at a still image of a film or a picture of someone and look at their eye, you can tell where the lighting was, because your eye catches the lighting. So you can see where the lighting was and what type it was. Joe, find the V. I honestly can't find a V in there. I I don't even think there is one. Which would be very clever, because you'd be looking for something that's not there. But yeah, Roger Deakins said in a statement, look at paintings. Look at paintings, because you can see where the light is. Literally, if you're looking at an old image, if you're looking, say you're looking at, found it that time. Jesus, I can't. I can't. I can find the V from where where you've put find the V, but I can't see it in the U, unless I was looking at something else. I was looking at your Sue. I was looking at the Ronaldo Sue thing above, and I was looking at that, going, "There's no V there." So I generally, I didn't clock that. I thought you were saying about the Sue celebration above. Ah, Jesus, wow! I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me. Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. Because normally when they say find the V, you have a load of words, and you've got to find a random letter in amongst the pile of words. So that's what I thought it was. Right, we're almost there. I just need to go and get some more sticks. Actually, have we got a boat over here? I could technically cheat. And well, not cheat. It's not technically cheating, I'm joking. But we have a ladder over here that takes us down to an ice track. Well, we did until I nearly forgot where the ice track was. Right, I have a Discord notification. It's gonna be a rant. Oh my god, it is. It's the guy, the Armenian guy in my friend. Oh, hold on, that's what I want. It's the Armenian guy in my friend's Discord server. He's got to do national service, and he claims that he's got demons in him. And but he claims that he's got demons in him, and says would that make it so that he's unable to go and serve? And he thinks that demons are squeezing his brain and controlling him, which I think that's more schizophrenia. When he said that yesterday, I'm really confused, but I think that's more... I reckon that's more schizophrenia. Because he can't... But he doesn't understand... He thinks... To what? To what, sorry? What do you mean, Tyrese? A guy in my friend's Discord server, he's got to go and do national service. Some countries still have national service where you've got to go and serve for the military. When you're 18, you've got to go and serve in the military for 2 years. And it happens to be Armenia still a country that has national service. And the guy basically has got it in his head that he's going to die, because he doesn't want to go to the army, and he thinks he's going to die. And he says that he's got demons controlling his brain, and that it threw him against the wall in front of the registration officials. Which he said that yesterday in my friend's server, and I turned around and said to him, I said, that sounds like psychosis, where you it sounds like a psychotic breakdown rather than demons, because I'm not religious, guys, so I don't believe in the devil or demons, but even if you did, it even says demons can't actually control your body. Well, he's not in the military. He's got to be in the military first to make him crazy. So I reckon the guy's generally got like mental health problems. But of course, some countries don't understand mental health. Like, I reckon he's got genuine mental health problems, and of course some countries don't understand mental health and see it as... So with this guy in my friend's server, I generally convinced he's got something like schizophrenia, which obviously, you know, hearing voices in your head and things like that, because he constantly says about how he hears demons in his he has demons in his body, and he hears demons saying bad things to him and saying things to him, which that just scream schizophrenia, where, you know, where you've got where you think you're hearing voices. And the guy turned around and said something yesterday, and he turned around, he asked me, why do I know stuff on mental disorders? I'm like, because they're commonly known things, but not in all countries though. In some countries, if you have mental health problems or mental disorders, you're just seen as making a fuss over nothing, which, you know, it's sad. But the military can't make you crazy if you're not in the military yet. How could the military can't in the thing of it though as well? The military can't make you go crazy if you're not even part of the military yet. What do you guys think? Because some of the things this guy has said just is what was it? He had a night. He claimed he had a nightmare. His mum went and prayed for him, and then he had a growl come out of his body that he couldn't control. But I'm like, your body does make noises. Build an underground section. I might do, yeah. I don't know what we're gonna build yet. I'm gonna do all the above ground stuff first. Now I want it to turn like this now. That shouldn't be there. I accidentally placed one where I shouldn't have. So then this would go here. Now we want to put one here. Just for them. I've got to put the rubbish in there. Cool. Now we're going to go this way. I'm back. It's alright. Welcome back. Right. In that case though, you know, the bin could be right next to you. That's why it's so speedy. I mean, my bin is literally a couple of feet away. But I can't reach it because it's behind the cabinet. You're laughing right now. Yeah, guys, so when I said about the guy in my friend's Discord server, He commented something yesterday which was just really bizarre. But what he was commenting, it just seems. You literally caught your sister putting. Could be worse, Pixar King. Could be worse. When I was younger, I found out that my mother had accidentally put one of my sister's school shirts in my in my drawer, so I accidentally wore my sister's school shirt to school because it was in. Me and my roommate's about to fight the dragon. Cool. I'm currently building a roller coaster, so we're just about doing some of the layouts. We're just about doing some of the layout for it. I'm putting some of these bits in the wrong places. But yeah, so honestly, Pixar King, it could be worse. I used to be, when I was younger, guys, I used to be really, really skinny. So, of course, my sister's 2 years younger. But I fit her shirt, and I didn't realise that my mum had accidentally put it in my drawer. So I accidentally wore my sister's shirt to school. Yeah, so I accidentally wore my sister's shirt to school, guys, because my mum put it in the wrong drawer. Which, you know, so as you can imagine, it was it was a little tight. Right, let's quickly get up here. And because we've done that now, I think we can do the that's not, I didn't want to put another fence there. Right, diamond, redstone, diamond, redstone, diamond. Is your middle name Andrew? No, it's not. It's not Andrew. It is. It's something completely different. But I love people trying to guess. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun watching people guess. Right, is it perfect? It's taken me months to prepare the middle. Well, the A and the A and the N are, yeah, but everything else, no. No, I collected them, Pixel King. Sorry. No, I collected these over years with a Silk Touch pickaxe. Oh. Put them in the wrong place. So, this is going to be a cool roller coaster when it's done. It is actually. It is. It is actually. That's why it's yeah. But I think I gave that away. I think I gave that away by the fact that I said you got part of it right. Anyway. Probably a lot. My world is only 3,000 blocks, so my world's only 3,000 blocks. It's 3,072 by 3,072. Yeah. So, I think we need to get around this now. Oh, bollocks. I've made a mistake. I have made a mistake. I can think of one more, because Anthony can also be Anthony, which is basically... I can't spell. You can also be Anthony, an angel, yeah. Whoops. I've noticed it, guys. I've accidentally put redstone where it shouldn't be. I'll go pick all those up in a minute. I originally had a fit about a week or two ago. Yeah, we had a guy in my college class that used to have them quite often, and I think, and at one point he had one in my second year, and none of us noticed because we all had headphones on. Our teacher had left, and the only reason we found out is he just about kicked the person. He just about kicked the person next to him. Just about kicked the person next to him and managed to get them to obviously alert everyone. Yeah, this guy in my class, like, there was points when he wasn't taking his medication. Well, which, you know, I just don't get that. If you've got like if you have got something like that, you know, taking medication is the one of the best things that you can possibly do. Hello, Andrea. Andres, welcome to the stream. Withdraw ? Because it's one of those you can't drive as well. If you have it, you can't drive. As far as I know. Yeah, but then I think there's a case against it. So the guy in my college class, he legally couldn't learn to drive because of it. Just in the case, because there are some people that have it and they can't drive. They are barred from driving. And just in the case that they have one while they're driving, because if you have one when you're driving and can't control the wheel, that's where it could potentially be a lot worse. Here we go. So our first now we hit our first turning point. Be back in a minute. I'm back. Hello, Brailleton. Welcome to the stream. The thing is for that guy though, Tyrese, is that he was so far into it. But there are some people, for example, that have them too frequently to learn how to drive. Why you stream so early? Because I woke up early. Because I woke up earlier than I would have. Because I sometimes work later at night. So I was working on my novel last night. Hello, Capybara. Welcome to the stream. Yes, I am. I'm eating salt and vinegar crisps. Well, I didn't wake up early per se. I woke up at 10 p.m. I woke up at 10 a.m. I didn't wake up like early, guys. I woke up at 10 a.m. But despite the fact that I was writing my novel till about 2 in the morning. I'm sick right now. Sorry to hear that. To be honest, I'm a bit sick myself at the moment. I currently have a cold. I've had a cold for 2 weeks, which I'm slowly getting better. Right, put one of these there. I love salt and vinegar chips. I don't get why everyone else calls them chips. We call them crisp because they're made from potatoes, so they're crispy. They're basically they're burnt, they're crisp. They're potatoes that have been sliced and then crisped up. What brand? Snacktastic. I've fallen now. Now we are going to struggle. Now we're going to struggle to get back on there. ASMR. I really hate ASMR videos, guys. I just don't. I don't get what you get from them. Top 5 crisp brands. Well, I only know 2 because the UK only really has 2. Well, no, actually, saying that. Well, my top Snacktastic's pretty good. Walker's. Obviously, Walker's is pretty good. Pringles. Doritos. And that's all the ones I can think of. I think you'll find in the UK that most of the big crisps are owned by the same corporations. I keep putting the wrong tracks on this. But nah, bro, I was so happy when Barcelona lost to Seville. Oh, they lost, did they? I haven't really paid attention to Kettle Crisp. Never heard of them. Oh no, I have heard of them. I have heard of them, but they're like ultra expensive. Well, we do have them in the UK, but they're like fairly expensive, and not many people buy them. The biggest crisp brand in the UK is Walker's, because Walker's is British. But it's like Hungry Jack's. It's like Hungry Jack's, Tyrese. Hungry Jack's. Yeah. It's like Hungry Jack's, for example. Hungry Jack's is just Australian Burger King. It's just got a different name. In fact, it is owned by Burger King. So, guys, I want to grab them. It works so far. We're gonna look at the viewpoint. There we go. 400 of you watched this stream in the first hour. Blimey. And thank you to the people who subscribe, by the way. As it stands, we are 8 subscribers off it in 5,900. I think we're going to go through and do the next little phase now. The tunnel. Made in Australia. Yeah. Right, I'm going to quickly go and grab some TNT for a moment. Because I need some. Do do do. Do 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 do. What is TNC? I don't know. Tomato ketchup, Walker's crisp. I mean, tomato ketchup is a... Tomato ketchup is god tier. I have it on everything. Barbecue sauce is really nice too. There we go. So, I had some TNT up here. I left some TNT up here. Rather stupidly, but the TNT could be quite useful for this. For what I'm doing, this TNT could be, that was left could be rather useful. So replace the snow with carpet. What do you mean the snow with carpet? Hello, Dr. FFUG292. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, though there's not going to be what do you call it? There's not going to be carpet here. But the only reason this is here is because I brought a snow golem into this house, into this bedroom earlier on. That's the only reason there's snow there. It's not that we're doing carpet or anything like that. I brought a snow golem into that bedroom. So the only reason that's here is because I lured him up the stairs. Yeah, I brought a snow golem in because I come up with this idea, but I wanted to do a video for Christmas time. Yeah, I wanted to do a video for Christmas time, because I do 25 videos in 25 days at Christmas. So I'll subscribe. Oh, thank you. That's really kind of you. We're aiming to hit 7,000 subs by the end of the year. As it stands, we're 107 away, guys. We're not that far off. Let's just move this. What version is this? Legacy Console Edition. This was where our snow golem was, wasn't he? Well, he's been in a few places. There we go. We'll just put that snow. we'll put this snow in here for now. So I had a shulker box here full of TNT. Name the snow golem Frosty. He hasn't got a name at the moment. So I shoot 25 videos in 25 days in Christmas. I upload 25 videos in 25 days. So I've been thinking about what could my I was thinking like what could the videos be this year. So I shot the first one this morning. So we made that snow golem a little bedroom. There we go. Where's the snow golem at? It's in a bedroom upstairs. I'm only here because I'm looking for TNT. We had a shulker box full of TNT and I need some TNT. Perhaps we can't do what we want to do at the moment then. I swear we had some TNT. We had loads of it. Can I join? What version of what version of Minecraft are you playing? I forgot how to make TNT then. Right, we can only make 12 pieces though, so we've got to make these. We've only got 12 pieces of TNT, so we've definitely got to make these count. I got electrocuted 10 times by metal and stubbed my toe on a trolley wheel. Ouch. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to go up here. 500 of you have watched this stream, Jesus. Right, we're going to head up here then. So we've only got 12 bits of TNT, so we've got to make sure that this absolutely 100% works. We could actually walk to the mini. This roller coaster we could actually walk to, because essentially it is only just there. Right, we could reach it without stepping foot in the minigame area. We could reach it via the mountain. It's literally like 20 blocks away from here. So now we've only got 20 pieces of TNT. Now, so I now need a. Have I got any wood on me? A minute. No, I haven't. I need something to set that off. I didn't get the answer because I was searching my Xbox console. Yeah, I said what version were you on? Because Legacy Console Edition is not crossplay. Yeah, I don't have 20 TNT. I have stacks of it somewhere. I have literally stacks of it, but I can't find any of it. But 12, we can do enough damage with 12, I think. Oh no. Yeah, Legacy Console Edition is not cross-played, so this is the Nintendo Switch version, so you can't play with me, I'm afraid, because this is not the same version. Legacy Console Edition wasn't cross-play, so it means if you're not on the Switch version, you can't play with a Switch player. If you're don't have the Switch version, you can't play with a Switch player. crossplay didn't exist till the Bedrock came out. It was the first. It was the first game that was 100% crossplay. I need to find a block that we can use. Wait, there's Xbox though. Yeah, there is. But then, if you play Legacy Console Edition Xbox, you need to play Legacy Console. If you play Legacy Console Edition Xbox. Well, Legacy, I can't. There isn't a specific date for Legacy Console Edition, Tyrese, because Legacy Console Edition came out in different stages for different consoles. So, Legacy Console Edition came out in 2015 on 2017 on Nintendo Switch, 2012 on Xbox 360, 2013 on PS3, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 2013 on Xbox on PS3, 2014 on Xbox One and PS4, 2015 on the Wii U, and then 2017 on Nintendo Switch. There was never a Series X version because Series S came out afterwards. So if you're playing it on your Series X, it's because it's an Xbox One game that's compatible. Right, stand well back. So, can this work? Partially. We can actually, because we had that sand, which I've left in that chest. What version is it on? Xbox One, Xbox One, Nintendo, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii U, Nintendo Switch, PS3, PS4. But they're not crossplay, so if you don't have the same version as someone else, you can't play with them. Basically, Legacy Console Edition is a broad term for the versions created by PS... What am I playing on? Nintendo Switch, but that one's impossible to get. I'm playing Nintendo Switch, but Nintendo Switch is impossible to buy nowadays because it was discontinued and taken off the eShop. So, unlike Wii U, Xbox One, PS3, PS4, and Xbox 360, there wasn't a physical release of the Switch version. You can get all the others. Bar the Nintendo Switch version, because the Nintendo Switch version never had a physical release and it's now not on the eShop, which means the Switch version's not possible to buy anymore. Have a good day, Tyrese. Thank you for watching the live stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. We are only 6 subscribers off hitting 6,900. Incredible, guys. Just incredible. So, I'm just going to quickly head this way a minute. I need to think. I just want to grab. If I grab more gunpowder, I can make more TNT. So, I think you guys can kind of get what the build idea is now. I think you guys will kind of sort of gather what the build idea is now. So, because of the materials that we've got, what I'm doing is the more we create, the more TNT we can create. So we just created 20 pieces. It's going to look like a quarry. So because I've said it, we're making a Minecraft roller coaster, so we've made it out of ores. This is going to be like a mine. We're going to make this like an old ore mine. We're going to make this like an old Minecraft ore mine that will look detailed like that. That's sort of where we're going with this. So here we go. We want to get back this way, across the bridge. There go. Thank you to the people who subscribe, by the way. That's really kind of you. Right, so what we're going to do today... Hello, the Mighty Trains. Welcome to the stream. Right. Perfecto. So, I want to think about what we're going to need to do now. Then, I want to put a bit more TNT here. I'm going to put some like scatterings and some TNT just in little places, just so we can. Perfect. We've actually got some more here already. That's pretty good. Just want to see if... I'm just checking a notification a minute, guys. There we go. Sorry, my stream was playing up. How much TNT have we got left? Well, I do, but I don't really play that version. I play this version. I more or less play this version more because I prefer it. It doesn't lag as much. Now we've done that, we can get some we can get some torches. Oh, hold on a minute. I need to go and get some torches. So, where would the easiest place for us to find some torches be? I can make 4 here just because we've got that one bit of coal with us, of which I have absolutely no idea where that's come from, but using a couple of these we can technically make some more. We can make some torches from charcoal. Okay, we now got 27, which I think 24. 24 I think will be enough. I did say hi to the Mighty Train to join the stream, didn't I? I think I did. So we're going to go this way a minute. I want to put some torches... Basically, I want to put torches everywhere. There we go. There we go. There we go. Gonna put some We're gonna put a few more torches around. So, this is what we kind of wanted. So the whole point of this, the whole point of what we are doing. So I think this should go to wood. I think as we get here, it should go to wood, like dark spruce. I think. There we go. So I think So then I think we should go to spruce. Then I think it should do this. Hold on a minute. So I think this should be like this. There we go. So let's just turn here. So what this will do, there we go. I like this, guys. So this would be like, it comes around the quarry here, like this. It will come around our little quarry that we're working on here. It will come around it. So I will need to be doing some like little operations across here, just to scavenge the little site. Here we go, like that. Here we go. Let's just do this. Now it will go around like that. Which actually no, I just realized something. We're gonna have to go higher. We will have to go higher because I've just realized that we have to put the block on top of that. So the idea is, this is meant to look like a quarry, like a what do you call them? It's meant to look like a mine. So I need to get rid of that a minute. Where are we? So then we will go to here. No. Yeah, that's in the wrong place. So yeah, some of these, the problem is here is that we have some of the blocks here go into do go into the wrong place of where they shouldn't, but where they shouldn't actually go. So we're just going to get rid of this. Do you have Discord? Yes, I do have a Discord server. The link is in the live stream. Yep, the link is in the live stream. In fact, it's just above you. It's just above. It's one of the links above your last comment. This is meant to look like an old quarry, like an old ore quarry. I think we're going to need more TNT though. Saying that, I think we will. There we go. Anyway, perfect. Let's just clear these let's just clear this space out. There's the Discord server, links in the pinned comment. Right, so I'm going to need to think about what we're going to do now. Right, I need to go get some more gunpowder and then some more sand. I think we're going to have to make that quarry bit bigger. So that's what we're going to do right now. This is what we're going to do now. We're going to think about that. If we can make it bigger, that would be perfect. Oh, my shoulders. Ooh. Oh, God, my foot. Right, so what we're going to do now, we need to go over to here and grab more TNT. I'm going to quickly sleep though, guys. It's night time, so we might as well sleep. There we go. Yeah, so this is what we're going to do now. So, we're going to go this way and grab some more TNT to make the hole bigger. This is a fun video. This is a fun stream to do because generally we are actually doing something big. So now what I need to do is go and get some more TNT because I need this hole to look a little bigger. This world looks so cool. Thanks. Yeah, I've had this world a long time. I started creating this world when I was 13. So I've had I was almost 14 when I created this world. I was like almost 14. So I've had the world since 2016. So I've had the world 9 years. I need to go and grab some more gunpowder. Luckily, we constantly get more. We constantly get more gunpowder from the fact that we do have a lot of we do a lot of mob hunting on streams. So it means I can keep making more TNT for us to use for this video. This just does hemorrhage. This hemorrhages gunpowder. Well, we have chests of bloody. We do have chests of bloody TNT. I just can't find any of it. So, luckily, we've made 64. We've made 64. We've got enough to make a pretty big explosion now. Well, to make the hole big enough so that we can have some fun with making this tunnel. Basically, if you don't get what we're doing, we're making a roller coaster, but we have a part that and we've made the roller coaster out of ores. So my whole little concept is while we're making a bit where it's turned to wood, but around us is ores. So it's like we're basically building a fake cave. If we can go and get some buckets of lava, which I have some somewhere, you know, we could make a little lava lake in there, so it's kind of looks like a tunnel. I've got to be careful now because I've started to put the I've got to be slightly more careful now because I've started the putting the wood in. But the whole point that we're doing is we're trying to make this look more like a cave. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put, hold on. Look, I'm going to call it Arch TNT. We're going to So then we can constantly go down, if you get what I mean. Here we go. So there we go. So did my message disappear? No, I just haven't looked at Discord. No, your message didn't disappear. I just hadn't seen it yet. Congratulations, Dr. MFH Fiju. You are our 86th server member. You are our 86th server member. You're number 86, the 86th person to have joined the server, which is incredible because we'd only created the server in March. The server has existed for 7 months, so the fact that we've got 80 in 7 months is pretty impressive. So this is designed to make it look more like a... This is being designed to make it look more like a cave. If I run over here, we'll be protected over here from the blast. There we go. So there we go. Perfect. That's because my friend's server only got 12 after 9 months. You may be lucky. Well, no, I think it's because it's also because that of who I am. I think it's also because of who I am. Like, not who I am in general, but I think it's because that, you know, I have quite a substantial YouTube following, if you get what I mean. I have quite a substantial following on YouTube, so it not like ridiculously big. For example, I'm not like super huge when it with my terms of channel numbers, but we do have over you know, almost 7,000 people subscribed, so I think that plays a part in it. I think it would be stupid not to admit that obviously plays a bit of a part in it. And also as well, you know, most of the people that are also, as part of that, most of the people that are watching this content are in, all the people that are in there are literally from the streams. But people have, as well, people wanted me to do that for years. People wanted me to create a Discord server for the YouTube channel for years, and I just never got round to doing it. I have a YouTube channel, but everyone just despises me. What do you mean? Looking at your channel though, looking at your YouTube channel though, it does come across as some of the videos are quite random. if you're a small YouTube channel, it's best to if you are a smaller YouTube channel, it is best to stick to one type of content rather than jump between a lot of games, because people don't know you when you're a small channel. People don't really know that you exist, and you know, they subscribe for one piece of content, but at the time, because you're a small channel at the time, yeah, they're not interested in everything in other games. So I have it. It's a problem I have as well. I have it as a problem. How old are you, Dr. FFFEG 9292? How old are you? It can't be childish. It can't be childish to upload Minecraft content. Plus Roblox is also almost 20 years old. The real people that played, the real OGs who played plus the real OGs that played Roblox when it came out are now in their 20s, now in their late 20s, because Roblox came out in 2006. I'm 25. Well, yeah. Well, you're only 2 years older than I am. You're only 2 years older than I am, and I'm uploading Minecraft content, and it's not childish. Minecraft is best. The thing is with YouTube, with Minecraft YouTube content is that you need to the thing is with like YouTube content nowadays, you need to shoot stuff that people will generally watch, which people will watch Minecraft content. But the problem that you have nowadays with the problem you have nowadays with YouTube content is people will watch, if people watch you for one content, they might not watch everything you do. So for example, whenever I get, we've had 500 views totally on this stream today. If I did a FIFA stream, which I sometimes might do, if I do a FIFA stream, hardly anyone wants to watch it. We have hardly anyone watch it because a lot of you guys that watch these streams love my Minecraft stuff, but if I'm not streaming Minecraft, you don't care. That's the that might be what your issue is. If your channel's like very, very small, it might be part of that. Might be a little element of it that's people aren't watching. People watch for one, but then will not watch the other. But as you grow as one channel, as your channel starts to grow, if you focus on like one niche, eventually the people that watch you generally become a fan base, an audience that they will just watch you whatever, if you get what I mean. They will eventually just watch anything you upload, if you get what I mean. Oh. Yeah, but also if you're 25, you would have been born in 2000. You would have been born in the year 2000. So it's not childish to upload Minecraft because it's a game that would have come out when you were 9. Yeah, you don't know why I joined Discord? A Roblox Discord server. The server was a part of a Roblox exposes bad YouTube. Their own community is bad as fuck. Jesus. Well, my Discord community is not like that because we talk about we all support each other. The controversy though, Roblox. I don't play Roblox because I don't like Roblox. I don't like Roblox. I've never liked it. I've never liked the graphics or anything to do with it. So I actually don't really know what's gone on. But my Discord server is not like that, guys. My Discord server is full of people that generally respect each other. It's a community. Shit, you could die off that. You could die falling off that roller coaster. Jesus. My Discord is a community of people that actually respect each other, which I love. You're all here. You're all there for one reason: that you love my content. But we put everything in there. We have films, football. We have film. We talk about films. We talk about football, other video games. We have everything. It's basically just a community. It's just a community aspect. We have everything. So I've just invented a new thing called the OG Lounge. I've just added a server called the OG Lounge. So basically, anyone that's an OG was part of the first like 25 members of the server. They have a little place called the OG Lounge. Perhaps I should create something called the Legacy. Nah, that'd be the general chat, wouldn't it? World Cup. Ooh. Yeah, but that's... I booted someone out of my Discord server for that, though. I booted a guy out of my Discord server. He's Armenian, and he's very, very, like, religious. And in his culture, in his country, it's very much like... He doesn't understand that you can't just... Because of his deeply religious background, he doesn't understand that you can't just go and insult people and think... Because of his religious backgrounds, he generally believes... Because he's deeply, deeply Christian. He believed that you could keep in just go and insult everybody. So he turned around and told a person in there who had like body dysmorphia and like didn't like the way they looked. He turned around and called him a rat. This guy had posted a picture of himself and said like how much he'd changed in the last year, and the guy put some up, but he doesn't see any transformation, that he looks like a rat. And of course the guy that put a picture of himself in was Native American, so we couldn't tell if he was talking about his hair or the fact that he was Native American. So he was Native American. He was part Native American. So we couldn't tell if he was talking about the skin tone. So I booted the guy out. I booted this religious guy out. He's yeah. Well, this one guy's gone. Now. Like I think this guy's got like mental issues. It's the guy I mentioned earlier on, guys, about the Armenian guy. I booted him out because he oh my god, my nose. But yeah, I booted this guy out because I just couldn't. He called basically because I'm quite overweight, guys. I'm quite overweight. I'm not that overweight, but I'm overweight. And the guy turned around and told me because I'm fat I should go to church because God made fat people look disgusting to encourage them to go to church. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Hey, you're fat. You've got diabetes. Oh, go to church. God will fix. You're being punished. You're being punished for not going to church. It just don't make sense. I honestly find it so funny. Yeah, apparently because I'm fat I gotta go to church because God made fat people look disgusting so they wouldn't be fat. He made fat look disgusting so to encourage people to not be fat. But I think this guy's generally got some of his own like warped beliefs that he thinks is true. But I think that's what happens when you accidentally cross. I think that's what happens when you accidentally cross some of, have like mental issues, but also mistake it as God talking to you and things like that. But yeah. So yeah, apparently I should go to church to lose weight. What do you guys think? Should I go to church to lose weight? I mean, I love it. I do like it because it's just making him ashamed of himself. Oh no! If you do that, he tells you to go to church because he thinks that's an insult. Which when I tell you to go to church, I'm trying to insult you. Of course, this guy, whenever you, the gym maybe. Yeah, with this guy, he said go to church, bro, or something like that, and he then, because I called him out on it, he then said he had demons in his body and that he didn't say it, which I mentioned this guy earlier on in the stream. What he said on one particular day, I was fed up with him, so he said I have demons in me, and I of course jokingly responded with the words, "Are you sure it's that you've not forgotten to take your meds?" Of course, I was joking. I just jokingly said, like, he said, I have demons in my body, and I just, of course, jokingly responded, or you've just forgotten your meds. Which, of course, I was joking, but it's kind of true. Who goes around and says that they've got demons, and every time that you call them out for something wrong they've said, they claim that a demon has possessed them and makes them say things. I'm like, I generally think this guy is just a little bit thick, but yeah, I honestly. So one day, what do you guys think? Was I justified to jokingly say that about when he said I got demons in me? I jokingly responded with, "Or you've just forgotten to take your meds." I was joking, but oh, General. He does not sound 17. Okay, bye, time to ban you. Jesus. Imagine if you got... Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking anyway. But, yeah... Of course, I was joking, but sometimes if I'm fed up with someone, I will make a joke that might be a bit risky. And, of course, this guy went... I mean, I'm not good at uploading video. Yeah. I can understand why they've done that, though, because, you know, Discord... There is an age range. There is an age rating on Discord that people shouldn't use. For example, with my Discord server, basically, if you're under 13, you are banned, because Discord's terms of services specifically state if you're under 13, you shouldn't be allowed. You aren't legally allowed on Discord because it's not. It's a messaging site which anyone can use. So yeah, if there's someone under the age of 13 in my Discord server, then yeah, I have booted them. We had a guy that joined it because his dad allowed him to join it at 10, but basically I still booted him. Even if his dad allowed him to join, I still booted him because he's under the age of 13. And this guy went ballistic with me in this kid went ballistic with me in the stream and was like, "I'm leaving, don't talk to me, I'm leaving." I'm like, you don't have to leave the stream, but you're 10 years old, you're under the age that you should legally be on Discord. If someone does something inappropriate to you there, it's not I can't be held accountable for that. I would be held accountable for it, actually, but in the end of it, he ignored the rules, so I booted him. I can understand the age rating thing, because some people do sound younger. You know, there's a video of me, there's a YouTube video I shot when I was 14 that I sound about 8 because of my voice. Yeah, but then there's no point of that though, because the terms of services are 13 years and up, so creating a kid one is irrelevant, because 13 years and up is a legitimate legal law in Discord. So there's no point of creating a chat for kid only, because that's the terms of services. If you ignore them, you're in breach. So yeah, anyone under the age of 13 in my Discord server, they're basically gone. But I don't. The sad thing is though, I can't tell if there's people under 13 in there. I put a poll up. Actually, I put a poll up. Putting what how old is everyone? 13 to 17, 17 thing, and then like 20 odd onwards or something like that. And then this guy comments on 12, so he was gone. I basically tricked a few people into revealing their ages, so we can test if people were under the age of 13 in there. I even put specifically after that incident, I generally put in, this server is for people 13 years and above. The terms of services of Discord specifically state no one under the age of 13 can use this service. End of. No exceptions. Lying about your age will result in a permanent ban and account reported. And I put that in capital letters, guys. I put that in capital letters, and we haven't had to worry about it since. Can I help your Discord server? In what way? Oh god, my back, guys. My back's a little sore today. Like adding a description for you. Just no, that's all right. We don't really need any descriptions at the moment, because we haven't really nothing really happens in there at the moment. Like there hasn't been many discussions in there recently. It's quite slow, so we don't really need descriptions, because out of the 86 people, there's not really a lot of discussion. There's not really a lot of discussion in there at the moment. Like to show what is in the server and everything. I don't think we really need that, to be honest, because I've recently done this. I did this the other day. I've basically broke everything down into categories. So we have the general categories, we have the Minecraft categories, and then we've got the film, TV and media, where we've put like films, movies, writing discussion, film suggestions. And then I have put in, we do have the announcements tab. That's pretty much everything I think you need. That I think of. Everything's broke down into categories about where everything is. I did it recently just because I was bored. What was I coming back here for? Oh, my nose. I mean, are you British? I am British, yes. I very much am British. Do 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 do. Oh, I'm yawny, guys. I'm very yawny. Let's just break this block there. Yeah, I very much am British, guys. There we go. Perfect. All those are done. We just need a way back up. There's a server parody of the UK family. The UK royal family. Interesting. Yes, it does exist. There probably is a parody. There's a lot. Well, even thing is pretty funny. Even Downing Street has a. Even 10 Downing Streets has a. Even the Houses of Parliament has a Minecraft server. Apparently, allegedly, guys, that it's alleged that the Houses of Parliament, the seat of the British government, where the ruling Labour Party and the Conservative Party meet, and the opposition party, the Conservatives, like the other political parties that make up the Parliament. Reportedly, there is a Parliament Minecraft server. There is reportedly a UK. There is apparently a UK part. Hello, that one Yamaha Mini Raptor. Jesus. Welcome to the stream. I need to clear my inventory. Let's just toss that out the way. Rip the US. Well, the US has always been ripped, but the problem with the US is they stick granddads into power. What's your name? My name's you might as well. What was it the other year? Donald Trump, when it called him Sleepy Joe Biden. But Donald Trump isn't as that. How are you, Joe? I'm really good. How are you? Oh, my shoulder. Let me just put my controller down a minute, guys. I went on holiday, literally. I come back from holiday literally 3 days ago, but my shoulder is still sore from the sea last week. Been doing a fine 50-50 today. Oh. Do you want to talk about it? It's always better to talk about things like that if you are feeling down. And that is a true fact, rather than sit there and bury it, which that's why I don't agree with people like mood flips. But then that's true. Everyone always has a mood flip though. Like, people go from sad to happy, happy to sad, and it's true. As a human, that's the thing though. That's an interesting thing about humans. Humans can feel happy and sad at exactly the same time. humans can have. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry guys. I have a beard. I have a beard, guys, and it's my moustache is literally making my nose itch. Yeah, literally. Yeah, humans can do two polar opposite things at exactly the same time. Like, you know, be happy but sad on the inside. Happy but sad. Happy on the inside but sad on the outside. Also had a horrible long day at school. But then that's the thing, though. That's the thing that I keep forgetting you've changed your name. That is the thing. School is long. The difference is with America, though, is you have 3 months off in the summer, which is kind of stupid, actually. How old am I? I'm 23 in 2 months. I'm 22, guys. I'm 23 in 2 months. Yeah. But in the UK, though, you finish school 2 years earlier. In the UK, you finish school at 16. So it's been a long time since I finished school. So basically, I finished school in 2019. If I had basically, oh no, the other guy. Oh, okay. I finished school when I was 16, 2019. And if I had been pre-COVID era, yes, it was pre-COVID era. I finished school 8 months before COVID. I finished school in the June of 2019, COVID, which is so weird. So I looked really good before COVID. I was shorter, obviously, but COVID was an interesting time period. Like, I went into COVID at an average weight. I went into COVID slightly chubby, but I came out of COVID nearly 80 pounds heavier, because that's all you could do was eat. But yeah, it was pre-COVID. The thing is, though, school is long, but you are learning stuff, which is important. You weigh 72. What, 72 pounds? That's funny. If that's kg that you, if that's kg you mean. If that's kg you mean, it's funny that you said 3 pounds before that. Because pounds and kg in the same sentence. It's funny you said that. Please tell me you mean 72 kg. Yeah, kilos. Yeah. Yeah, I'm back from my. I'm back from. I have to leave it. It's alright. Yeah, when you said that one funny kid. Sorry, Yamaha Mini Raptor. When you said I've lost 3 pounds, which is pretty nice. I weigh 72 now. When you said 72, I thought you meant 72 pounds, and I thought, well, fucking hell, like when I was 5 foot, when I was 13, I was 5 foot, and that was skinny for me. I'm like, if you're like what, 6'2", 6'3", you're like what, 6'2", 6'3". You know, if that's skinny, if that was skinny for me, I'm like 72 pounds and whatever, 6'2", 6'3". Jesus, that's more than underweight. 6'2", that's more than underweight. If you were 72 pounds, that's more underweight. That's normal, isn't it? 72, you don't need to lose weight. I mean, I was a stick figure when I was 72 pounds. Well, you wouldn't look like the locked in me, and you'd look like Slender Man. Yeah, 125 pounds is normal, I think. But 72 kg and being 6'2", I think that's borderline average. healthy, I think. Yeah, it's healthy. Jesus, you're fucking... Jesus, you're half a foot taller than me, and I weigh 50 pounds, and I weigh over 50 pounds more than you do. Jesus. Do you have a Minecraft server? I don't. I want one though. I want to do that, but I just can't afford it at the moment. I can't afford it at the moment. Jesus. No, I meant what I wanted to do. No, but I only play Bedrock, so I want to do something like, I want to do like a realm thing. I want to do like a realm thing as part of... I've just launched channel memberships. So I want to do a realm thing. I've just launched channel memberships, and basically I want to do it so that the top tier of my channel memberships is you get access to a copy of this world as a free realm, so you don't Java. Yeah, but that's what I want to do. I want to do it as a realm. I want to do it as a realm, so as like a realm idea, where basically if you are a channel member for the top tier, you get part of a realm. I haven't launched that tier yet, but I have launched the 2 tiers below it, guys. Yeah, I do have Java, I just don't play it, because I only bought it because I got Bedrock, because it was cheaper to buy both of them together. Oh, God, my shoulders. My shoulders are sore, guys. My shoulders are sore. Jesus. But, yeah, I want to, I do want to do that in the future. Actually, should I read out what you get with a channel membership? Should I read out what you guys get with a channel membership? I've even made it cheap. Well, I've tried to make it as cheapish as I possibly could. Oh, pardon me. Sorry, I just burped. I've tried to make it as cheap as I could possibly have made it. So, this is what you get. Bollocks, where is it? Join. This is what you get. Basically, League 1, 99 pence a month. So League 1, 99 pence a month. You get members only live chats, custom emojis and loyalty badges. Championship, which is £2.99 a month, though a little bit more if you're American. I think it's $2.99 if you're American. Members only live streams, early bird access to my videos. And you get everything from the previous one. That's what you get. Make the first tier $2. Well, no, I've made the first one cheap, and then the second one slightly more expensive. Yeah, that's not true, because I'm also not gay. Which, there's nothing wrong with being gay. I'm just not gay myself, guys. Yeah, that's the channel membership thing. I need to finish making the emojis though, because I haven't made all the loyalty badges. Shall I show you one of them? If I have one of them. I might not have one. I might not have one of them. It should pop up. Here's one of the loyalty badges. Just give me a moment, guys. I've got to wait for my downloads to load. No, he's got a girlfriend actually. He's got a girlfriend, so he's saving up for her every Saturday night, which is why he's got about 15 kids. I'm joking. Decepted is younger than me. There's no possible way he could have 15 kids. Oh, give me a sec, guys. I'm just trying to find one of these little. Oh, I can't find it. The page isn't loading. Joe, you're an unk. Why do people keep calling me that? Why are you calling me an unk? You're like what, 15? That means you're only like 8 years older than I am. It depends. With that though, it depends what you'll pro it for some reason. Like, I don't care if anyone is that. I don't care if anyone is that. Older? Yeah, I'm older. I don't know why you're calling me unk. You're only like 8 years younger than me. Honestly, that one funny, kid. Literally in 8 years' time, you'll look back and go, I'm now the age that I called him old. Honestly, in 8 years' time, you'll be exactly the same age that I am now, and you'll be looking, going, I'm now the age that I called him old. Oh, sorry, did I? I meant to say younger. I meant to say I'm 8 years older than you. Long Gen Z's. What? Yeah, I am. Well, no, Gen Z is. Yeah, Gen Z is 97 to 2012. Anybody born 2012 to 2024 was. Anybody born from 2013 to 2024 was Gen Alpha, and everybody born from this year onwards is. Joe, you're old, you're having memory problems. No, I stumble over my words sometimes. Because I'm not actually talking to any of you guys, am I? You guys are actually this little black ball, this little blue snowball. They call it a blue snowball, but the mic's black. I'm not having memory problems. I just stumble over words because I'm not actually talking to anyone really. I'm talking to this ball of a mic, and having to pretend that I can see a face. It is true. When you're doing like mic stuff, you have to pretend that you're talking to someone. So you have to imagine your face that you're talking to, even though you don't know anybody that you're watching looks like. You don't know anybody who's watching what they look like. It is quite a challenge. Honestly, it is. Oh, thank you to the person who subscribed, by the way. As it stands, we are 5 subscribers off hitting 6,900. 105 away, guys, from 7,000, which, if we hit that, it would be incredible, because I never expected to hit 10 subs, let alone bloody 7,000. We have got almost 2,000 subscribers this year, which is absolute. We've got almost 2,000 subscribers this year, which is just absolutely incredible. I didn't expect us to be able to do that. They unsubbed. Oh, did they? It's not popped up for me that they've unsubbed. My system says my streaming software says 6,895. Could be worse. It could be worse. When I did 6 or 7 months ago, we hit 6 or 7 months ago, we were just about to cross 6,800 and something. Yeah, 6 or 7 months ago, we were close to hitting 6,800 and something. No, we were close to hitting 5,800 and something, 860, I think, and we suddenly just lost 30 subs over the next 20 minutes. Which was incredible. Hello, Imagine Boxed. Welcome to the stream. Right, I need to find a bed, guys, because it's night time. You will maybe don't know me. No, I don't forget people's names. I don't forget people's names. If you've been on my streams for a long time, I don't forget your name. Literally, it would... For me to forget your name, you'd have to miss lots of streams, because that's the whole thing about... That's what makes me different. I try and read every live stream on this chat. And even if I had loads of subscribers and loads of viewers, I would still do that. Because that's what I am. Everyone will remember you, because I try... I'm absolutely adamant that I will always read every live chat. I read every comment on my videos. There is no across this channel. There's never been there's not a comment that I haven't read. Of the 47,000 let's have a look. Let's have a look how many comments we got over the years. This little system here, this little button here should tell me. This is the predictions. We're predicted to hit 7K by the 13th of November. We're predicted to hit. We've got 4,000 views we've got 4,000 views this month, which is not true. We've actually got 9,000. The system's wrong. We've got 20 subs this month, which is normal. Right, yeah, 49,209 of you have commented on these videos on the YouTube videos over the years. We've had 49,200 comments on YouTube videos over the years. On YouTube videos, not on streams, but I have read every comment. What shirt size do I wear? I wear a UK large because I'm 210 pounds, so that's 95 kg. So I wear a UK large. We need you in a maid outfit. Why? So everyone can see my fucking man tits or something like that. Why am I British? Because I was born, because I am. Yeah, what I mean, so basically no, well, a UK large is the same as an American medium, technically, but I have to wear extra large sometimes as well, so basically it's probably the equivalent. How dare you be British? Yeah. Yes, do you know why that is? Because my computer couldn't handle YouTube. My computer couldn't handle my streams, so my streams would crash. Actually, one of my streams back in like 2015, one of my streams actually crashed and I pressed the wrong button, so I just aired my hair for 10 minutes. Yeah, there is one stream like that. There's an old stream like that where basically I pressed the wrong button. So rather than share my screen, I ended up sharing the top of my head for 5 minutes. And this guy said, I got a really weird comment that said my hair looked cute. And that's when I realised, so I was like, shit. I was trying to share my screen, I didn't. I shared my hair for 5 minutes. Before I noticed, and then I noticed and ended the stream. And deleted it. Batman versus the Joker, yes, that started this channel because it was actually for a Lego competition that I could not air. So basically that is the start of this YouTube channel. It was a Lego competition on Lego.com, and you couldn't upload it to Lego.com, so you had to what do you look like? Well, I'm average height, I'm overweight, and have a beard. And have a thick blonde beard. Well, I say I'm overweight, guys. Like, if I was like 2 inches taller, I'd probably be classed as... I say I'm overweight. I'd probably be classed as healthy if I was like, you know, 2 or 3 inches taller. But it's true though. I am overweight. You know, I'm literally I'm only 10 pounds. Literally, I'm only 10 pounds off being 100 kg. Yeah. Well, 8 years ago I was 15. 8 years ago I was 15. Well, 14, 15. 8 years ago I was 14, 15. My voice changed when I was My voice changed between a YouTube... My voice changed between... when I was like almost 15. My voice changed then, so it came deeper, because obviously that's what happens. You know, I did it quite late though. But the thing is with that though, some people do things quite late in that terminology. So there's people in my school year that were much taller than me. There was a guy in my school year that was taller than me. Then I was taller than him. But people do things slower. People do things slower than others. So yeah, my voice didn't change till I was like 15. Well, 14. I was almost 15. It would have been like it would have been like August 2017. Some people don't get it though. Some people don't get it. Some people have to be induced to get it. I got a deep voice at 12. Well, yes, some people do. My friend got a deep voice at 11. An old friend of mine, he got a deep voice at 11. His voice changed at 11. My voice, as I said though, my voice didn't change till I was 15. But The reason my voice was really squeaky, though, I put it down to the fact that I was really short. So, back in when I was 14 in 2016, the average height of a 14-year-old was 5'4". I was 5'1". But then obviously when I was 15, I was 5'7", which was the average. That was the average height of a 15-year-old at the time. It might be more now. But that's the thing. Average height, guys, goes up every 10 years. So someone born in 2012 will on average would be taller than someone that was born in 2002 when I was born. For example, Winston Churchill, who was the British Prime Minister during the Second World War, was only 5'6". Winston Churchill, who was the British Prime Minister during from 1940 to 45, and then 1951 to 55, he was only 5'6". Which, as well, but if you go and look at the history of it, when he was born in 1874, well, Winston Churchill, when he was born in 1874, the average height of a Britishman was 5'6". The average people are getting taller. Yeah. Well, no, actually. Well, not like that though. That one, Yamaha Mini Raptor. For example, human height actually went down. Like 1,000 years ago, human height actually went down. Actually decreased 1,000 years ago. Basically, the human height actually went down. Basically, the average height in the 8th to 10th century, so roughly 1,200 to 1,000 years ago, the average height of men in Europe was 5'8". Now, 1,000 years later, the average height globally is only 5'7". So it drops. It did drop. Yeah, the average height of humans did actually drop. When we were hunter-gatherers, we needed more muscle. So the average height of humans 10,000 years ago was much more than it is now. Basically, what's been proven through science, what's been proven through science is, you know how humans obviously invented agriculture, how humans developed agriculture. The podcasting, my film podcast, yes, I still do the film podcast, but the problem was one of the videos got took down for copyright, and I need to remake that video, and I've not finished making it. But I think I'm going to do something else. I'm still doing that podcast, but I've had a trillion other things going on at the same time. So since I've been trying to make that video, I've gone on holiday for 2 weeks, which have been booked for over a year. I've been trying to write a book because I want to make sure this book gets published by next year, by 2026, by the end of 2026. I've got to try and finish content for this year. And I've been trying to find real life jobs and applying for real life jobs, guys. So it's been Yeah, I don't have a wife and I don't have grandchildren. I don't have children. I don't know whether I want them. I don't know whether I'd be a good parent. Ooh, I'm just paying attention because I've got an Amazon delivery coming. I have heard of it. Maybe I will watch it. There's a lot of films I need to watch at the moment, and also, guys, my DVD player broke. So there's a lot of films I need to watch at the moment. Plus, my DVD player broke, guys. I put it in my Discord server the other night that my Discord that my DVD player was making making a racket. Still works. It was just making a loud racket. And what I reckon it is, I reckon the spinner, what the spinner that the DVD goes on, I reckon there's a malfunction with that, and it keeps hitting something because it makes like cheddar, 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 and it's like when you're trying to watch a film, that's all you can hear. Cheddar, 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 and it's just bashing the side. It's honestly, it's like it's having a scrap with the other. It's like it's having a scrap with a shelf. Like, oh fuck you, buff, 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 buff. It's so annoying. All I wanted to do was watch Zack Snyder's Justice League. You got a question? What is your question? Honestly, I've said this to everyone. You don't have to ask me a question. Just ask the question. How do you say bottle of water? I say bottle. I say bottle of water. Basically, yeah. Sorry, I hadn't read it. I hadn't read it yet because I was reading something else off this stream. Do I like mystery thrillers? I do. I watched a thriller. I watched one on Disney Plus last year. It was called Renegade Now. It's been cancelled after one season, but Renegade Now was a very, very good show. Basically, what it was about was a highwaywoman. So basically, highwaymen were basically like how America had cowboys, you know, going around like cowboys, you know, like hunt people like that, you know, going around, you know, going through town like armed with guns, you know, doing raids and things like that. People like that. That's what highway people were, but highwaymen were over 100 years before like America's cowboy phase. Basically highwaymen were like Western bandits, and this film was on about a highwaywoman, which obviously they did have highwaywomen as well. And the whole TV series is about this highwaywoman. She's been framed for murder, and the whole series is she's trying to clear her own name. And the whole series is she's trying to clear her name. Yeah. Yeah, the whole series is about a lady. She's trying to clear her name from she's been wanted for murder and framed for murder, and it's the whole 8 episodes is about her trying to clear her name. But there keeps being at the end of every episode there's always like a twist, which I wanted to watch. I saw it being advertised on Disney Plus. Thought, oh, I'll watch one episode of this. The twists kept making me want to watch more, so it was 7 in the morning and I watched 8 on the bounce. You want a film that you can get obsessed with. Honestly, I don't know. It's the same. I'm obsessed with Doctor Who. It's the same with me. I'm obsessed with Doctor Who. Doctor Who's my favourite show in the world. So I want to go and rewatch everything from the. I want to go and rewatch all the series. I want to rewatch the last 15 seasons, but I haven't got a DVD player to do it at the moment. Later I'll be back. That's all right. Yeah, I want to watch. I want to rewatch Doctor Who from the Eccleston era to the Gatwa era. Which there's been 6 Doctors since. There's been. I want to go and rewatch all of that. So the most popular era was 2005 to 2010. That because that's when the show was brought back, and I absolutely love that era, but also I love the next 2 eras afterwards as well. 2005 to 2017, it's peak TV. Literally, that's what's. You know how people say Breaking Bad changed television? You know, to everyone here, you know how they say Breaking Bad changed TV? Just want to search something a minute. Yeah, and Breaking Bad started in 2008. Yeah, things like Breaking Bad would never have taken off without Doctor Who. Doctor Who was revived in 2005, and Doctor Who was revived in 2005, and it basically convinced TV corporations to start taking risks again. So after BBC came out, the TV series after the BBC brought back Doctor Who, and it obviously took off and and it revitalized it. A lot more shows started to emerge. For example, like BBC's Merlin, which is on Disney Plus, which ran for 5 years, from 2008 to 2012. That only happened because Doctor Who revitalized fantasy TV. It's the same with Breaking Bad. Because Doctor Who took risks, it inspired things like Breaking Bad to go and take risks. So it's incredible. Doctor Who's revival in 2005 practically revitalized TV. It practically revitalized the TV shows. Like TV shows were willing to take risks again. They took a risk on reviving a show that was axed 16 years before with failing ratings. And they took a show and they brought it back, and they brought it back better. They brought it back better than ever. It's really interesting. Doctor Who is one of those shows, guys, that absolutely changed TV. It revitalized it. It revitalized TV. In fact, another show that took off afterwards was Life on Mars by the BBC, and that was a police jammer inspired by time travel, which also inspired by Doctor Who. Ironically, the character of Sam Tyler, the character of Sam Tyler was called Sam Tyler because the writer's kid loved Rose Tyler's the companion Rose Tyler. Ironically, the year after playing Sam Tyler in the year after playing Sam Tyler in Life on Mars, John Sim played the Master in Doctor Who. He played the Doctor's arch nemesis, arch rival, which is really funny that he played a character that Well, ironically, when I say about Doctor Who practically reinvented science fiction. Well, using that as an example, Star Trek and Doctor Who were merged in the same year. Ironically, they did a cameo recently when they did a cameo together recently. Disney own the rights to Star Trek, and they also are a global. They also have a deal with BBC about distributing Doctor Who globally. So they did this little cameo where the Doctor's TARDIS shows up in a Star Trek episode. Yeah, there's loads of shows like that. What's the show about? What's the name? Dent. I take it you guys have seen A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the film. Well, yeah, when you said about inspiration, like Alan Wake was inspired by David Lynch's Twin Peaks, A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the main character Arthur Dent was based off the Doctor from Doctor Who, because the guy that wrote A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy worked on Doctor Who as a screenwriter. So in a recent episode of Doctor Who, they had the Doctor dressed in like an Arthur Dent style character suit. Sorry, I'm just looking at this name in it. Yeah, because the A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the third novel. Where's my stream? There it is. Yeah, a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the third novel that Douglas Adams did, was a disused idea from Doctor Who that he'd wrote but was never turned into an actual episode. Because with the show Doctor Who, it's not one writer doesn't write it. With Doctor Who, you have a head writer, but he commissions other writers to write episodes. So there was episodes that more episodes are written than are aired. Hello, Maximum Speedrun stream. So, for example, A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Book 3 was a repurposed Doctor Who idea he'd had, because he would write episodes for Doctor Who. So yeah, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Book 3 was an idea for a Doctor Who episode that he never got made, that he'd had. For example, there's a guy called Barry Letts. Was it Barry Letts that wrote it? Genesis of the Daleks. That's the one I want. No, Terry Nation. That's the one. Terry Nation, that's the one. Terry Nation died in 1997, but he created the Daleks for Doctor Who, and he wrote an episode. Terry Nation created the Daleks for Doctor Who, like the Doctor's greatest enemy, and Terry Nation in 1974 wrote one of the greatest episodes of science fiction ever, called Genesis of the Daleks, and it basically explores how the Daleks become the Daleks, and basically. He'd had an argument with the producer and went off in a huff, and he came back with Genesis of the Daleks, which became the greatest episode of all time. And they said they needed to piss him off more because he come up with one of the greatest science fiction stories. They introduced Davros, creator of the Daleks, who's one of the craziest and incredible villains ever. I wish I could put a picture of Davros up. I'll do it. I'm gonna put a picture. I'm gonna put a picture of Davros up and why he's such a cool villain. And this is literally, this is fully, this isn't CGI as well, guys. This isn't CGI. Right, so this was not CGI. Let me just say, guys, this wasn't CGI. This was someone generally on set. And it's one of the coolest villains that you'll ever see. It's one of the coolest villains you'll ever see on TV. Literally, it's not actually. There's no CGI involved. I don't know if you guys can see it yet, but literally there is no CGI involved in that episode. In that episode, there is CGI involved in the episode. But all these bits with the Daleks, the metal robots, there's all people inside them controlling them because none of them were. They were all genuinely controlled by people. Generally, greatest monster, one of the greatest villains of all time. And he only wrote it because he went off in a huff because the producers had a go at him about how shit an episode was. So he went away and wrote that. Incredible. It does prove though that no idea is too bad. Doctor Who's showrunner actually won an award the other day, and he criticised. His statement was, "Independent TV should be independent TV. Nobody should sit there, and nobody." I really liked his statement the other night because he basically mentioned what was going on in America with news corporations being like sued for saying something that people don't like. But he turned around and said, "You're making me want to check out Doctor Who." It's on this. Well, everything from 2023 onwards is on Disney Plus globally. Everything else is somewhere. But it's my favourite show, but it's because it's one of the greatest science fiction shows ever, and plus the writing's good. Hello to End the Game, welcome to the stream. My favourite episode though is Human Nature and the Family of Blood, and it was actually a novel written. A guy in the 90s when Doctor Who wasn't on TV wrote a novel. A guy called Paul Kirk. Well. The ones on Disney have a higher budget. Actually, the ones on Disney are written by the same man who did the older ones, because Doctor Who has 3 eras. Doctor Who has the classic era between 1963 and 1989. It has New Who between 2005 and 2022, and everything 23 onwards is like the Disney era, where Disney have global distribution rights. But basically, everything New Who was more about the story. Personally, I think everything from 2005 to 2023 is amazing. The first season's a little bit thing because they were bringing back a show that was discontinued 16 years before, and they didn't know what they were doing. But season 2, 3, and 4 are really good. Season 5, 6, 7's alright. Season 8, 9, 10 is good. Series 11, 12, and 13 are a little bit thing. That's where political correctness come in, if you get what I mean. That's where political correctness came in. You know, the Doctor had been a male for the entire 50 year. The Doctor had been a male for the whole 53 years of its show, and then the new writer decided to make it female, which a lot of people turned off. Just say that, nothing else. No, I'm not going to say it. You can't just come in a stream and tell someone to say something, to say something completely random. No offense, but what was I saying? The only problem with Doctor Who, the only problem with the Doctor Who's Jodie Whittaker era was that the storylines got boring. Any other shows I enjoy? Well, it's interesting. One of the other shows I enjoyed was Torchwood, but Torchwood is a spin-off of Doctor Who. Honestly, Torchwood is really good, guys. It's literally adult Doctor Who. It's literally a character from the first season of Doctor Who basically got his own adult-rated spin-off where he basically, you know, fights, where he got an adult-rated spin-off. John Barrowman, who plays... Who here watched Arrow? Who here watched like Arrow, Flash, and things like that? Like the CW shows. Oh my eye. Who here watched like Arrow and things? Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, those shows. Well, John Barrowman, who played Malcolm Merlin in Arrow, he played Captain Jack Harkness in Doctor Who Series 1. John Barrowman is a British-American actor. He played Captain Jack Harkness in the first season of the revived era of Doctor Who. He got a spin-off. He got his own spin-off with a show called Torchwood, which is an anagram of Doctor Who. But it's literally just R-rated Doctor Who, where he gets to go around shooting people, and you know he's basically his character's very much bi. He was the first ever technically his character is bi. So he's basically the first ever. He was basically the first ever lead character to be openly LGBT. Before that become like a trend, he was the first. He was basically the first science fic. He was basically the first lead character in a TV show to be basically like bisexual, and it does work in the context of the show. It is a real good show, but season 4 was rubbish. Season 4 is rubbish, but Bill Pullman plays an absolutely unbelievable serial killer. Bill Pullman, who plays President Whitmore in Independence Day, they cast him because he was Thomas Whitmore. They cast him because he was seen as America's sweetheart. So they cast him because he was seen as America's sweetheart, and they cast him as a serial killer, and he plays it so well. He plays an absolutely shocking serial killer. Well, not really a serial killer. His character Bill Pullman's character of Oswald Danes is basically a murderer that basically murdered one of his students, a 12-year-old girl, and did unspeakable things to her. And in court, when he was asked what he did, in court, when he in the TV series, in court, when he's asked about does he have any regrets, he goes, yeah, she should have run faster. And that's just, it's honestly, it's an unbelievable portrayal of how evil someone can go. He literally says in the show, but you know how some people in America, guys, like don't like the death penalty and protest. In the start of the episode, he's being put to death, and they say in the line that while people normally turn up to protest the death penalty due to the shocking nature of his crimes, they doubted any protesters would turn up. And literally halfway in the episode, the lady's comment was, when asked in court if he had any remorse, his words were, she should have run faster. Which, it's an unbelievable portrayal, and I love a scene later on in the series where he picks up one of the other main character's daughters, and she hits him with she hits him with a frying pan. She hits him with an absolute frying pan, and the husband goes, "What? Don't beat up the delivery man." He goes, "Oh no, haven't you seen him with fucking ears?" And then he's looking at him as well, and he wants to hit him one as well. It's pretty funny. Yeah, she hits him with a frying pan. Oh, I love it. Such a good show. Season 3, though, everyone. Season 3 is absolutely horrific. It's 5 episodes long, and it's the most disturbing thing you'll ever watch. Season 3 is 5 episodes, and it came out over 5 days. Season 3 is 5 episodes. It came out over 5 days, and it's the most disturbing show. It's the most disturbing thing you'll ever watch in your life. It shows the inhumanity, and it even shows how bad governments can be willing to sell out their own people to save their skins. The British Prime Minister in that episode is absolutely evil. The most evil man in that story is the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is willing to turn the blame onto anyone he could to save his own skin. And he turns around at the last hello Zara, welcome to the stream. He literally turns around and says at the end of the episode, after the military have taken control of taking children away from their parents, he literally says, well, the American general took control. So we can literally say the events of today are in American hands. And the foreign secretary says to him, so your first thought is to save your own skin then. And it's shocking. It is a good episode. It is good. It's just shocking. But that is true. Like, I think most politicians will just save their skin. There was a statement a couple of days ago, this morning it came out on Google. You would take off like a rocket ship. I have to get ready for my film. I would take off like a rocket ship. I don't want to take off a rocket ship, because if I took off like a rocket ship, I might get stuck in space. I could get stuck in... I should write that. Actually, guys. I wanted to do a short film a few years ago, actually, and it was going to be about a murder mystery in space, because I've never seen anyone do that. Good luck. Thank you. Oh, you weren't talking to me. Yeah, have a good time at your film class. Yeah, no one has ever done a murder mystery in space. No one has ever done a murder mystery in space. Literally, you could do a murder mystery in space, like Death on Titan or something like that. And it's like a space colony. Murder mystery in space. There's a death on a rocket ship, and they got to work out who did it. There's a death on a rocket ship. They got to work out who did it. Oh, perfect, guys. Yeah, I stuck it in my. I wrote it down like a year ago, and I just totally forgot about it. But yeah, I've never. There has never been a murder mystery in space. Thank you to everyone that subscribed today, by the way. As it stands, we have 6,895 of you that are subbed, which is just absolutely, mental. I've been streaming for 3 hours. 600 of you have watched this stream. Jesus. We are on the verge. I don't know if we're going to do it, but we are on the verge of hitting 300,000 views for this year. Yes, Sarah? Actually, let's jump into that house for a minute and sleep, because it's night time. The eras of Minecraft defined. Cool. Let's just check I'm just checking some notifications a minute. Oh, I've got a really sore foot. I've got a sore foot because I've got a blister on my foot from literally walking. I walked up a mountain literally 2 weeks ago, and my foot's still in pain from a blister. That's incredible though. While I was on holiday last month, guys, I did 500,000 steps across the month. $521,000 is the equivalent of averaging 17,367 steps for 30 days. That's the equivalent of walking 5.2 to 6.9 miles daily, depending on stride length. Which is incredible, really. Yeah, just let it heal, yeah. I won't be able to join the stream the next week because I'm pretty sure my dad has no Wi-Fi right, and I'm going to his house. So if you see me, you know my dad got Wi-Fi. That's alright. You don't have to appear on like every stream. I don't know I don't know whether there will be loads of streams because I'm trying to crank out as much as my book as possible, because I want to have it finished. I want to have it finished so I can get a copy and proofread it and then make edits as soon as possible. I can get a proof copy. Whenever I need to. I can get a proof copy like months before. I can get a proof copy months before. So I'm convinced, guys. What do you think will be the best time period, guys? I'm hoping I can have it by 2026. I'm thinking I might have to aim for a late 2026. I'm thinking it will be out like November 2026. Just in time for Christmas, as the old British adverts used to say. Old British adverts used to say, out now, just in time for Christmas. Literally, all these old adverts, they used to say, out now, just in time for Christmas. Those adverts, literally, they're so ingrained in my life. Right? I just remember when I was like 6 or 7, every DVD I used to buy used to have this, just in time for Christmas, and it's all about all the films that are coming out. It used to have little adverts on the DVDs, and it would used to tell us. Literally, DVDs don't have that anymore. DVDs don't have adverts advertising films anymore. I used to watch films. And literally, A lot of old films had trailers on it beforehand, telling you what films are coming out. I still think they should do that personally, just have trailers on DVDs. Just in time for Christmas. I love those adverts. Just in time for Christmas. Oh. So, I don't know when this stream will continue on for a little bit, but this stream isn't going to be ridiculously long today. Over 700 of you have watched this stream, guys. 700 of you. Which I think this is one of our biggest streams in a while. I just want to go and get a drink, guys. I will be literally back in a minute. Right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to quickly get a sip of water. My throat was a little dry. Right, it's perfect. 700 of you have watched this stream, Jesus. Well, I say that, 701 of you. Ooh. 702. Hello, Mr. Cow. Hello, Mr. Horse. Hello, Mr. Everhorse. Any more animals across here? Nope. We don't see a lot of animals on here anymore. Alright, we got a piggy wig. Do 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 do. There we go. Perfect. Right, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Perfect. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Perfect. I'm going to end this stream now, guys. So I want to thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Right, we bought